Why should you trust your gut? Gut? What? English, please. Why should you trust your gut? Why is everyone telling you should trust your gut? What are they talking about? Are you currently going through what people will describe an awakening? Or are you currently feeling you're having an existential crisis? Or are you in a point where you're questioning everything? You're like, what is right, what is wrong, what is true and what it isn't? Or are you currently feeling lost? If you're feeling any of these things, I have some personal experience that I like to share that might help you, might not. If it doesn't, don't need to watch it. But if you resonate even a slightly bit, watch. Let's see if it's something you resonate with. When you go through any of these processes, the most normal thing is to search for something that makes you feel safe, afloat. You need to hold into something because everything feels too much. So you're trying to make sense of things. You will research things till you're like, oh my God, this is it. What I'll say with that, be careful. When we are in a process of reinventing, anything that makes a slightly sense, that makes you feel safe, will feel so much that you will intake everything that that person is saying as the absolute truth. And that can bring you back to the same point later in the line, because then you realize, oh God, I believe this person and actually I don't agree with everything. It's a natural thing when you feel in that point to try and search anything that you like, make sense of things. But I'll say be careful. There is many truths in this world. There is my truth, there is your truth, there is the neighbor's truth. There is so many truths. And well, it's proven by science, it's proven by this, it's proven by that. Everyone has their own beliefs. You can follow science, you can follow many things. A perfect example I could say of this is the fact that a lot of the spirituality wasn't proved when I was growing up that I believed in, and that I would have been called crazy at that moment in time. Nowadays there is proof of it. There always was proof of it. It was always my truth. But because there wasn't like physical, scientifically proof, I would be called crazy. As I said, there is many truths. Perfect example of that. When you are in an argument and you are so certain that you've said this and your friend is so certain that he said this. I saw this and you saw this. But in your brain, that is like the absolute truth. Who is right and who's wrong? Okay, a perfect example, it would be like, you've had like an encounter with a friend. You felt hurt. And if you express it to that person might be like, oh my God, you're crazy. But that's your truth. Your truth is that what they said, although it must have been with all the love in this entire world, it hurt you. And that is your truth. And you have all the right to feel that way. And the other person has all the right to not necessarily see it that way, because it's their truth and it's your truth. So there is many truths. And I think when you feel like you're going through an awakening, you feel lost, you're trying to reinvent yourself, you feel vulnerable, you feel lost. And that's why you're searching for that thing that makes you feel safe. And that's why anything, no matter how crazy it sounds, you just will hold into it. So I'll say in this moment, more than ever, take as much information as you find out there, but take your time to see what resonates with you. Listen to your gut, listen to your intuition, not the logic. Because the logic is like gonna try to shut you down. Don't just listen only to your emotional extreme side, because that also is gonna try to be like, oh my God, no. Try to just feel. You know when like you had this feeling that this is right, or I shouldn't go that way. That was your gut. That's what you have to listen. But when you're lost, when you're going through the awakening, your gut is like, ooh, everything is 100 times bigger. So it's very hard to figure out what is right, what isn't right, and what is your truth. That's why I say to anyone, like, when I started going through the awakening, I will like be like, oh my God, this is it. And you go to this extreme that all in a sudden you lose yourself, and then you're just like, whoa, I believed all of these things. And that's when you just need to take the information, but don't make it an absolute truth. If you find a person that has brought something to you, if I just brought something to you, don't take everything I say as the only truth. I am talking from my truth right now. This is my truth. It doesn't need to be your truth. The most important thing when you find any information is listen to it and see how you feel. Leave it there for a few days. See if you resonate or not. See if that rings with who you are, if it just feels right. And if it doesn't, maybe that person will bring some information that you're like, I like this, but don't take it all. It's not just by the information you receive, it's how you should be, what you should eat. Okay, I'm not a doctor. I can tell you, I suffer from stomach issues. The reason of that is because I'm a very emotional person, that I somatize everything in my stomach. So all the emotions go here, and then my stomach is like, let's party. And everyone has their own things, headaches, like sore throat all the time, or bellyache, or like different things. And many doctors have said, oh, try this diet, eat this, you shouldn't eat this, you should try this. I haven't found a doctor that has given me the right thing for me. Actually, I have myself. My body has always told me, a perfect example. 1 second, is it like actually recording? Yes, thank God. Since I was a kid, every time I drank milk, I felt so sick to my stomach. I always been telling everyone, I cannot drink milk. My body doesn't like milk. I shouldn't be drinking milk. And they were like, you can drink milk, you're absolutely fine. It was not only till like a few months ago that I found out I'm fully intolerant to milk. Therefore, my body was telling me, don't drink milk. There is many things that my body is like, when you eat this, I'm gonna make you sick, or I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable, or I'm gonna make you feel tired, because I don't want you to eat this. And when they say to you, you should do these exercises because that is how your body will build. I've been given so many exercises from like talented PTs. None of them worked, but I knew what I needed to do. I knew what I need to eat. I'm reinventing every time. So now I'm trying new things and see how my body reacts and see what works for me. Your body is very smart. Your body will tell you what you should eat. Your body will tell you what works for you. You can take as much information you want from outside, but then try it and see how your body reacts. See if you see anything. That sometimes takes a while, by the way, so be patient with it. Same happens with when you search someone that tells you which type of meditation you should try. Don't take it as like the only truth, just because for that person it worked. It might not work for you. Or how should you grow your business, or how should you study, or how should you be as a person. Like if you find one person that brings you a lot of sense in your life, don't take everything they say. Just because that person has given you a piece in your life that has given you something good. And that comes from me too, guys. Don't take everything I'm giving you as the absolute truth. Listen to it and see how it sits. If it doesn't feel right, it's not your truth, and that's absolutely fine. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I am hopefully here to help you find your truth. I am not gonna give you the truth. You know it. You already know it. I know technically. I'm still figuring it out. But it's okay. What I'll say the most important is don't take what you find out there as the absolute truth. Find your truth. That's the most important thing you can do for yourself. And I think anyone going through a process like that, that's something that I wish I was given information, because when I started, oh God, I believed so many things. I lost my plot. I needed to go through that. And that's okay. If you're going through that and you believe in everything, that's fine. Because you can reinvent yourself. And you're not less for once saying, this is the absolute truth, and the next month you're like, actually, I was wrong. The fact that you can say, I was wrong, it says more about you than anyone else. I know that for the ego can be very hard to say, I was wrong, but you're not just doing that for others. You're doing that for yourself. Accepting that you were wrong and saying that aloud and being okay with being wrong, it's the best thing you could do. Because only by being wrong you can grow. Only by questioning everything you can grow. Even them things that you thought that's the absolute truth, you can one day think, this is my absolute truth, and tomorrow be like, I was wrong. And then today you have a new absolute truth. That's all right if you are happy to question everything. And that's why when you're going through that, just don't take anything so you feel safe. Just don't just be like, oh my God, I need this, I need this. It's okay. Be lost. Be lost is one of the best things that can happen to you. That's how you grow. So let's be lost together. If there's anything you'd like to know, guys, just leave it in the comments. I'll try to reply to all your comments. If you would like me to talk about anything else that I haven't mentioned, or that it's absolutely different from what I was talking even in this video, also leave it in the comments, because I'm going to try and reply to as many I can also through videos. If you like this video, give it a like. I will be seeing you in the next video, guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye. Bye. Bye.